Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails.
Oh wait, that was a jaguar.
Just ahead of New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. You'll be leaving us here. Please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting on. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
As we approach New Orleans Square Station, make sure that everyone stays seated at this time. Once again, this station is currently closed, and there is no exiting or boarding here. We either may take on the water or swap our engineer throughout. So once again, please remain seated. Children, making sure that they're seated away from that train opening on the Guardian's left. Our next stop will be at Mickey's Toontown Depot, your gateway for Fantasyland, as well as if you're looking for anything in the galaxy far, far away.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering the ride. Soon to be home to Tiana's Flying Adventure. Princess Tiana swears there's magic out here. And wherever there's magic, there's bound to be surprises. Blue skies and sunshine guaranteed. Speaking of surprises, this place we're passing over is chock full of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and other beloved critters on fun-filled adventures where anything can happen.
Wow, I think this is not where we're going with or what?
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering the frontiers of look more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
Please remain seated at all times, folks.
There is the revered Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
No, she did not miss the dinosaur. She didn't stay until it was around bedtime. They're not, they're fake. Yes.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving this year, Toontown.
Welcome aboard Excursion 3 at this time. Make sure that everyone is seated. All children are seated on the left or on the bench away from a train opening. Our next stop will be at Tomorrowland Station. Once again, make sure that we supervise those children, making sure that they're seated away from a train opening or on a guardian slab while the train is in motion. We do need all little ones just to be seated, just for safety reasons.
For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astro blasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Tomorrowland Station can either remain near to the train from station to the safe spot. Tomorrowland is a vehicle being called over a safe spot car tour, as well as the Disneyland monorail there to take back to the downtown Disney District or to the Disneyland Hotel. But as a quick reminder for everyone on this train, we are going to be actually holding here for a little bit longer than anticipated, so we do not quite know when this train will be departing Tomorrowland Station. Once again, we do not know when this train will be departing Tomorrowland Station.
So they're going to stay here.
Welcome aboard Excursion Crew. Please remain seated throughout the entire time the train is in motion, keeping your hands off the train at train at all times. Parents, make sure that we supervise all children, making sure that they're seated away from the train, opening on the Guardian Plaza at the end of the day. Our next stop will be at Main Station, but before we get there, we're going to take a flight detour into the Grand Canyon and back in time. You are more than welcome to take as many pictures and videos as you want. All we're going to be asking is that there is no flash photography or video lighting of any kind. This includes a light of accessories such as pole wands, lightsabers, and so we're going to ask you to turn them off as a courtesy for the people around you. And once again, as a reminder for everyone, New Orleans Square Station is currently closed at this moment, so there's no exiting or boarding at that station. If you have any plans, the Main Street Station, our next stop is your current
World of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the Primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the...
As we approach Disney Station, you need to remain seated and have come to that point. We've got Disney Station to the only station route there. There are no rooms or elevators here. As a reminder, our next stop is very close. There is no exiting or boarding at Tomorrowland Station.
Begin in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Attention, please. Last call for the Disneyland Limited. Now leaving for a complete trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom through the Grand Canyon and Primeval world. Stops at front